ionization enthalpy, it is useful to understand some questions like metallic character, non-metallic character, oxidation state, etc. First of all, we understand ionization enthalpy. This is the structure of atom in which positively charged nucleus contains proton and here electrons are present. Between electron and nucleus, there is a force that can be represented by Q1 Q2 upon R square. F is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, where Q1 and Q2 are charges and R is the distance between positive charge nucleus and electron. So they are attracted by force. So if we want to remove the electron, removal of electron requires energy. Removal of electron requires energy, and that energy is said to be ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. After discussing this, you will be able to understand now what is ionization enthalpy. Now we will study ionization enthalpy in detail. Ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is also known as ionization potential or ionization energy. First, we understand the definition of ionization enthalpy. The minimum amount of energy or the minimum energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron present in valence shell of an isolated gaseous atom. The minimum energy required to remove the most loosely bound electron present in the valence shell of an isolated gaseous atom, that minimum energy is known as ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is always endothermic. It means we can say delta H is equal to positive, because if we want to remove the electron, we must give energy to remove that most loosely bound electron. That is why it is always endothermic or delta H is equal to positive. Ionization enthalpy is measured in electron volt per atom or kilocalorie per mole or kilojoule per mole. It is measured in electron volt per atom or kilocalorie per mole or kilojoule per mole. Here isolated means not bonded with other atom. Successive ionization enthalpy. What is successive ionization enthalpy? Let us understand. suppose we have metal M. If energy is given, it converts to M plus. After given energy E1, it converts to M. Here it is in gas phase. Here also it is in gas. M plus is in gas. Energy is given, that is why it is endothermic reaction. That is delta H is equal to positive. Now, after losing electron, number of protons will remain same. After losing one electron, number of protons will remain same, but number of electron will be less by 1 unit. It means we can say that electrons are strongly attracted towards the nucleus. So to remove the next electron will be more difficult, means more energy is necessary to require to remove that electron. Like M plus gas, energy E2, it converts to M2 plus ion. Delta H, this is 1, this is 2. Delta H will be more, that is we can say it is more endothermic reaction. Now after losing second electron, again we can say number of protons will remain same, but number of electron will be less by 2 units. Therefore, M2 gas ion plus E3 energy is given M3 plus. Delta H3 is equal to positive. So this process will also be endothermic process. So what always we have to remember? Always ionization energy 1 smaller than ionization energy 2 smaller than ionization energy 3. This is always what we have to remember is ionization energy 1 smaller ionization energy 2 smaller ionization energy 3. So this is about successive ionization enthalpy. Variation in ionization energy in a group. Ionization energy inversely proportional to atomic size, that is ionization energy inversely varies to atomic size. That means more is the atomic size, less will be ionization energy, and less is the atomic size, more will be ionization energy. This can be understood by taking example of element present in first group like lithium, sodium. Electronic configuration of lithium is 1s2, 2s1, and electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. As we can see, size of Li is smaller. Than size of sodium. So it is easy to remove electron from sodium. Compared to lithium. This is the general trend in a group, but there are some exceptions. First exception is ionization enthalpy of gallium is more than aluminum. This is because of transition contraction. Ionization enthalpy of gallium is more than that of aluminum. This is because of transition contraction. Same way, second exception also we can study that ionization enthalpy of HF is more than ionization enthalpy of hafnium is more than, we can write, because of lanthanide contraction. Ionization enthalpy of HF is more than zirconium, that is Zr. Once more, ionization enthalpy of HF is more than Zr, that is because of lanthanide contraction. Now we understand ionization enthalpy of group 13 elements and group 14 elements. These are also said to be exceptions. First we understand for group number 13 elements. The elements present in group number 13 are boron, aluminium, mangan, alu, gajar in Thela. So boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium. First we understand as we move from boron to thallium, atomic size increases. So if atomic size increases, then ionization enthalpy should be decreased. Ionization enthalpy should be decreased. So if we write the expected trend of ionization enthalpy for group number 13 elements, we can write it as B greater Al greater Ga greater In greater Tl. But because of lanthanide contraction, the trend will be changed, and same way in this also there is a transition contraction. Because of transition contraction and lanthanide contraction, the size will be different, and because of that trend will also be changed. To understand this, let's draw the graph of ionization enthalpy of group number 13 elements. Then the graph is in this manner. This is element number 1, boron. This is aluminium, element number 2. Then this is gallium, element number 3. This is element number 4, indium, and this is element number 5, that is thallium. So if we join them, then we can write the number as 1 greater 5 greater 3 greater 2 greater 4. 1, 5, 3, 2 and 4. So writing number 1, that is boron, then thallium, then third number gallium, then 2 number aluminium, and fourth number, that is indium. So real trend of ionization enthalpy for group number 13 elements would be boron greater thallium greater gallium greater aluminum greater indium. Same way we study elements group 14. Group 14 elements are काशी गए शंकर प्रभु, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and Pb, plumbum. Only So actual trend, that is expected trend of ionization enthalpy, as like as group number 13, atomic size increases moving down to the group. Therefore, ionization enthalpy decreases. So the trend would be C greater Si greater Ge greater Sn greater Pb. But here only, because of lengthened contraction, this will be changed. So real order will be C greater Si greater Ge greater Pb greater Sn. So ionization enthalpy order for group number 14 is C greater Si greater Ge greater Pb greater Sn. Trend of ionization potential in a period first point, ionization enthalpy directly proportional to effective nuclear charge, directly proportional to positive charge, and inversely proportional to negative charge. Second point, stability of half-filled orbital. P3, D5, stability of half-filled and fully filled orbitals. P3, D5 and F7 are half-filled orbitals and they are stable also. Stability of half-filled and fully filled orbitals. P3, D5 and F7 are half-filled orbitals. Same way, P6, D10 and F14 are fully filled orbitals. So if electron is to be removed from half-filled or fully filled orbitals, more energy is required to remove that electron. This can be understood by taking example of nitrogen. Nitrogen Z is equal to 7. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. And electronic configuration of oxygen Z is equal to 8. It is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. Here in nitrogen case, in p orbital, 3 electrons are present, that is half-filled orbital. So it is stable. Therefore, first ionization enthalpy IP1 of nitrogen, first ionization enthalpy of nitrogen will be more than first ionization enthalpy of oxygen, because in oxygen there are 4 electrons present in p orbital, and because of that it is easy to remove first electron compared to nitrogen. So IP1 of nitrogen is greater than IP1 of oxygen. But after losing one electron, oxygen will occupy the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. After losing one electron, it will be O plus, and electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So we can write IP2 of nitrogen is less than IP2 of oxygen, because in nitrogen, after it becomes N plus, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So once more, IP1 of nitrogen is greater than IP1 of oxygen, but IP2 of nitrogen is smaller than IP2 of oxygen. Third point is penetration power. Penetration power of S, P, D and F follows this order: S greater P greater D greater F. Means S electrons are more near to the nucleus, so it is difficult to remove electrons present in S subshell. We can take example of beryllium and boron. Electronic configuration of beryllium is 1s2, 2s2 and of boron 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, because for beryllium Z is equal to 4 and for boron Z is equal to 5. So first ionization enthalpy, first ionization potential or first ionization enthalpy of beryllium is more than that of boron, because in boron electron is to be removed from 2p orbital. It is easy than that of beryllium case. But after that, after removal of one electron both from Be and boron, the electronic configuration for beryllium will be 1s2, 2s1, because it has become Be plus, and electronic configuration after losing one electron, it will be 1s2, 2s2. It means we can say that second ionization enthalpy or potential or energy IP2 of beryllium will be less than IP2 of boron. IP2 less than IP2 of boron. Of beryllium, it is less than that of boron. Now we understand ionization enthalpy trend in elements of period 1 and period 2. First we understand ionization enthalpy trend in period number 1. Period number 1 contains two elements, hydrogen and here it is helium. So generally we move from left to right in a period. Generally we move, nuclear charge increases. As nuclear charge increases, ionization energy also increases. Therefore we can say that for helium, ionization enthalpy will be maximum. Ionization enthalpy will be maximum for helium, because as we move from left to right in a group, helium is the last element. Same trend when we move down to the group. In the first group, taking cesium as the element, because francium is radioactive element, so taking cesium we can say least ionization enthalpy. So it is most electropositive, and helium ionization enthalpy will be maximum. Elements of period 2. The elements present in period 2, they are LiBeBCNOF, and Ne. LiBeBCNOF and Ne. So expected trend of ionization enthalpy will be Li smaller be, B, C, N, O, F and Ne. This is the expected trend. But the real trend, to decide the real trend of ionization enthalpy, let us understand the electronic configuration. Be 1s2, 2s2, full filled. For nitrogen, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. sp orbital contains maximum 6 electrons. Here we have 3 electrons, that is half filled. Half filled p orbital is stable. Here it is full filled because 2s orbital can contain maximum 2 electrons. Therefore, the order will be changed and real trend of ionization enthalpy will be in this manner. Li, then B, then Be, LiBbe, carbon. Now nitrogen and oxygen will be changed. NO, then F and then Ne. So for the elements of second period, ionization trend will be Li smaller b, smaller be, smaller c, smaller o, smaller n, smaller f, smaller Ne. Study some important questions based on ionization enthalpy. Comparison of ionization enthalpy 1 and ionization enthalpy 2. Taking example of chromium and manganese, Mn, Z is equal to 24 and Z is equal to 25. So electronic configuration of chromium is Z is equal to 24, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d4 and 4s2. This is expected. But actual electronic configuration is 1s2 or simply here we take a change 3d5, 4s1. 3d5, 4s1 because of stability of half-filled d orbital. Now, electronic configuration of Mn, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5 and 4s2. 3d5, 4s2 because Z is equal to 25. Now here, first ionization enthalpy comparison for Mn, Z is equal to 25 means nuclear charge is more. If more is the nuclear charge, then ionization enthalpy is also more. So, to remove the first electron from Mn is more difficult compared to chromium. So, we can write ionization energy 1 of Mn will be more than ionization enthalpy 1 of chromium. Because here in chromium we have to remove that electron from 4s orbital. Always remember that electron will remove from n is equal to 4 principal quantum number, which is more away from nucleus. That is why principal quantum number n is equal to 4. Electron will be removed from 4s orbital first. Now after getting IE1 and IE2, Cr will be converted to Cr plus and Mn will be converted to Mn plus. So electronic configuration will be 3d5 and 4s1. After losing one electron, for Mn, electronic configuration will be 3d5, 4s1. But for chromium, the electronic configuration will be 3d5 only because one electron of 4s has been removed. So 3d5, 4s0. So ionization enthalpy 2, IE2 for chromium will be more because we have to remove electron from 3d5 orbital, which is most stable, half filled electronic configuration stable, and that is why IE2 will be more. So we can write IE2 of chromium will be more than IE2 of manganese. IE1 Mn greater IE1 chromium, IE2 of chromium greater IE2 of Mn. Another question. N and N plus. Ionization enthalpy of N and N plus. We compare the ionization enthalpy 1 for nitrogen and N plus. Electronic configuration of nitrogen, Z is equal to 7, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. And here N plus, Z is equal to 6, means one electron will be removed. So it will be 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So here we have half-filled electronic configuration of p orbital for nitrogen, and in N plus we have only 2 electrons in 2p orbital. So whenever the elements are given same, then we have not to check the electronic configuration. But the point of successive ionization enthalpy must be thinking. That is, EA1 smaller EA2 smaller EA3. Ionization enthalpy 1 smaller ionization enthalpy 2 smaller ionization enthalpy 3. Now, when nitrogen is converted to N plus, the electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. And N plus will be converted to N2 plus. Electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. But here for N plus, the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 and it will be converted to N2 plus. So electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So on comparison, we can say for this one it is ionization enthalpy 2. And as we know that ionization enthalpy 2 is greater than IE1. Therefore, we can write ionization enthalpy of N plus will be more than N. Once more, here we have not to check the electronic configuration. Here we have to compare IE1, IE2 and IE3. Application of ionization enthalpy. First application, metallic and non-metallic character. Is decided by using ionization enthalpy. For metals, ionization enthalpy is less. Metals ionization enthalpy inversely proportional, and for non-metals, ionization enthalpy directly proportional. Means more is the ionization enthalpy, it is non-metal, and less is the ionization enthalpy, it is metal. It means removal of electron from metals is easy and removal of electron from non-metals is tough. In the periodic table, here metals are present S block, D block. But in P block, non-metals are present. So as we move left to right, in a modern periodic table, metallic character decreases, but non-metallic character increases. Metallic character decreases, non-metallic character increases. Moving left to right. Down a group, ionization enthalpy decreases. Therefore, metallic character increases. Down a group. Now, metals form basic oxide and non-metals form acidic oxide. So comparison of basicity of oxide or acidity of oxide can be written as ionization enthalpy is less. It is the case of metallic character, and we can say basicity of oxide increases. Ionization enthalpy is smaller, then metallic character increases. Basicity of oxide also increases. Same way, ionization enthalpy is more, non-metallic character is also more, and acidity of oxide is also more. It means metal oxide comparison and non-metal oxide comparison. As we move left to right in a periodic table, metallic oxide, basicity of metallic oxide decreases, and down to the group it is increases. Now comparison of basicity of oxides of first group elements like Li2O, Na2O and K2O. How is the basicity of these oxides related with each other? First of all, as we move in a group, down a group, ionization enthalpy decreases. Therefore, we can say basicity of Li2O smaller than Na2O, it is smaller than K2. Another point, that is ionization enthalpy, is used to decide stability of oxidation state. First point, if difference between two ionization enthalpies is greater than or equal to 16 electron volt, then lower state is stable and difference of two successive ionization enthalpy is smaller or equal to 11 electron volt. Ionization enthalpy difference of two successive ionization enthalpy, if it is smaller than or equal to 11 electron volt, then higher oxidation or higher state is stable. So we can compare the stability of oxidation state by using ionization enthalpy.